Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. All right, I'm praying to the God of dislikes to please entrust me. Please entrust me with 1 ton of gold. Today I'm going to a meetup group. Please entrust that when I get to the venue, that waiting at the door will be a ton of gold. And here's why. Here's why. What would I do if I had a ton of gold? Well, I teach at Glendale Community College. I wouldn't quit my job. In fact, I would do my job a whole lot better. A lot of times, money related issues pigeonhole my work. What do I mean by that? Well, yesterday I got a little bit nervous during my performance review. I had a class that my boss came to observe, and I was at a loss of words. And my boss wrote that I was unprepared. I wasn't, and the students can attest to that. And I wrote a little bit of rebuttal that I got a little bit nervous about things, and the students are on track with everything and all that. But it would be a completely different story if I came here to work because I liked it and not because I needed to keep a roof over my head or food on the table, right? So, for example, let's do another example. 5 years ago, I was teaching at Washington Technology University. We got the Super Bowl coming up. My boss was very anxious about that whole football season. I can't remember who was playing. This was the this was Super Bowl. It would have been 53 because we're playing 58 this year. But he talked nonstop about it the last couple of games leading up to it. And at the time, there was also a lot of uncertainty in the air at work, right? Washington Tech has since closed down, but we were shooting for accreditations at the time. This was early 2020, right? The uncertainty of whether or not this new virus in China was going to do anything to us was also hanging in the air at the time, January, February. And when he brought up the Super Bowl, it just it was one of those things that it put the boss on edge, and so we got put on edge too, right? I, and unfortunately, my finances were not in that great of a shape at the time, and it took a beating at me, if I remember correctly. You can go back and watch my videos from that time. And if I remember correctly, he was also a big fan of Taylor Swift, right? I'm so glad I'm not working with him. He would be a wreck right now, right? And so you get the idea, right? Wins like that, and in particular because I actually do need my job to pay my bills. Right? If I didn't, and this were just fun thing to do, right? See, I don't let wins get to me when I just go to a fun thing I like to do, like when I go to a hiking meetup, a board game meetup. There's not a whole lot at stake. So be it, right? I go there to have fun, right? I wish I could come to my job to quote unquote have fun, right, and not let the winds of the boss bother me too much. And if those winds, are they going to blow my food away or blow the roof over my head away? Right? I hate having to think about that. Right? I really do. I could do my job a million times better if I didn't have to think about that, right? And unfortunately, a lot of times right now, last week I was at a birthday party hosted by somebody that I knew from the meetup group, and so it dawned on me how nice that host had it, because they had two incomes, and it's putting a lot of pressure on me to get it right with a girl that I know online. But unfortunately, she lives. I'm dating a girl who's living 2 states away, and earlier today, I thought I might have messed up on her, and it gave me a roller coaster ride, up and down, up and down, up and down. Also, earlier today, I, uh, I thought things were done with the girl I knew in Taiwan. She hadn't responded to me in a week and a half, and all of a sudden she comes back to me saying she's been busy with going home to her family in Vietnam, and all that. And then it gave me another up and down, up and down, up and down. If I had $10 million at home, this dating thing could just be a fun thing and not, oh my god, what is my future going to be bleak because I only have one income? Right? I wish I didn't have to date for those reasons. Right? I want to date because I want to have fun. Then I wouldn't have this up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Right? Similarly, when I come to GCC and my boss says something wacky, I won't have this up and down, up and down, up and down. If I had that 1 ton of gold, right? So pray that the God of dislikes will entrust me, right? With entrust me with a ton of gold, and entrust my wacky roommate who won't clean up after himself. Put like just a few micrograms of polonium 210 in his body, right? Entrust you get the idea, right? All right, please entrust, right? Uh, maybe maybe the next time because he loves to drink in excess, eat too much, and the next time he goes to reach for Pepto-Bismol, entrust that the god of dislikes will shoot some neutrons into that Pepto-Bismol before he swallows it. That'll be the end of him, right? Although they might contaminate our apartment too, right? So this is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.